can teach you how to get cake. If not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. It's Hill, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Hill going to go in motion right.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They work now on 2nd and 9. In motion left goes a tight end. And they go play action now. Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Stroud to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
60 Maverick.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 7. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. In motion left, Hill. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We look at this Browns defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Stroud on third down now. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11, MP, hey, you gotta go score.
Burrow will throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right goes Higgins. Hands it off out of the gun. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Got it. Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
On one. Ready?
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. Steps away to his left. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals had 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
On 2.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted. And
my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Quick slant caught by Chase. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That second down play nets a -4.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover difference. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. It's up. TD.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
2nd and 9.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd down, here's Hill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Okay,
They'll
ready?
need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going option play on 3rd down.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good pickup there at 22.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go
The
now.
Bengals drive about to get going.
Bronco 80.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
Right back to Brown. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Hill. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Fighting through it, he's got space. Still going. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, 41 yards. And the Bengals just continue to roll. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Brown on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey,
And Boyd in motion right.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, hey, tackle.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second down and inches. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This one from 46 yards out. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bengals,